Shalom. It's a brother Zaab from GMS Atlanta.
And Barzal.
And we just want to say, give our praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. And much love and peace, and to all you Akim worldwide, man, pushing this word. Me and the brother, we just been kind of, getting together and just building, and just certain topics that's been coming up, and we just been, just iron sharpening iron.
Mm-hmm.
So we just been, trying to sharpen each other. So
and the title of the lesson is basically going to be America's Going Down the Drain, because we was just observing certain things and discussing certain things, and everything just reflects that this place is at its end. It has nothing else left. It's economically weakened, morally at a major decline. Just a couple minutes ago, me and the brother were just now looking at an article that was basically saying that grown men will basically be able to marry children.
Yeah.
Which is promoting
pedophilia.
Mm-hmm. So this place is trying to promote every little bit of wickedness. Now you got these different women advocating liberation from their man, which is cheating on their men.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one thing this chick wants to grow her facial hair out or some madness, just to show women rights and the well-being of women. So this place is bugged out and it's gone, man. It doesn't have anything left.
Yeah, it's totally done. Amber Rose with her slut walk and exposing her vagina, that's covenant with Bush. And then in Atlanta, they have like a gay intersection where the whole intersection is painted in the rainbow colors, which if you read the scriptures, man, that's actually a glorious, was supposed to be, a sign of peace and not supposed to be used as a faggot flag, man. So I'll just jump into it. It's Ezekiel 7:6. And end is come. The end is come.
See, the end is come. The end is come. And what is the end of America? As you know it, every empire, when it rises, it has its rise to power. It has a certain people in subjugation. It keeps intact through certain entertainment and different things like that to keep everybody coming and subscribing onto that economy, and eventually it takes its turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everything that it builds up takes its lowest point, and it actually gets raided and crushed. All right, just like ancient Babylon. It had its time to rise and its fame, so to speak, in its time, and it fell to the Persians and the Medes. The Persians and the Medes fell to the Greeks. The Greeks fell to the Romans. And this Roman system, this new revised Roman system, which is just a conglomeration of all these different previous empires, is going to fall like all of them also.
Mm-hmm.
History repeats itself. There's nothing new under the sun, just like it says in Ecclesiastes. So everything that this place is trying to build up is going to take its toll and actually tear this place apart. Keep going.
It watched for thee.
Keep going.
Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land.
Mm-hmm.
The time is come. The day of trouble is near.
See that? The day of trouble is near. Which is the time of Jacob's trouble. The time when martial law is enacted. Because this place is going to basically push out martial law very, very soon. You see it all around you. These different tanker trucks and these different vehicles being shipped through these different train routes.
Mm-hmm.
In different parts of the U.S. because they're trying to tighten this place up, and it's going to be a government shutdown, man.
Yeah, they're just flirting with it right now, but Esau is mobilizing everything in strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're really setting up like behind the scenes, but we see it.
Yep.
It says, the morning is come unto thee, O that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains.
The day of trouble is near, aka the time of Jacob's trouble. So brothers in the faith, we got to continue and push, so that we'll be able to survive everything that this place is gonna go through. Because it's gonna be all kind of unnatural occurrences that's gonna basically destroy this place, man.
Yeah, kind of, which is going to come down at the end, primarily with those nuclear weapons. But in the meantime, a lot of stuff is going to happen in America, man, and it's going to come like the scripture said, like a thief in the night. You know, because at any moment, you know, anything can happen. And like I said, they already have MRAPs. They have everything set up, man. They got soldiers here. They got, you know, mercenaries among you that are watching, that are in plain clothes, you know. So once everything pops off, man, it's gonna be the men of the Lord and it's gonna be Satan. Okay, and most of these people out here, they're Satanists, man. Whether they know it or not, whether they worship him willingly or not, they're really worshiping Satan. You know.
Keep going.
Okay. It says, "Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee."
See that the Lord says He's gonna pour out His fury upon thee, meaning America, man. And it rightfully needs the fury of the Lord. You know, this is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. It's the modern systems of the past that basically the Most High took down for their wickedness, man. It has this place has all the idols of these previous kingdoms. It defrauds you in every way. It breaks every law, statute, and commandment of the scriptures. Everything about this kingdom is wickedness. You can't even live in this place and have a sane mentality, because this is an insane kingdom.
Completely confused and complete madness. Like me and the brother just went and got something to eat. You know, a lot of Benjamin spots, they don't cook with pork, but just to hammer on the part, a lot of places do have like pork on the menu, and they got chicken and stuff. So you think they're cooking that food together? All that is continuously pushing wickedness on your people. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to. You can, like, I don't eat at Waffle House because they cook everything on the same grill. You can't have confusion. Things are supposed to be separated. Okay, that's like us as a people. We were separate. We were a holy people. We were a separate people to the Most High, you know, to Himself. You know, so when the Most High anger comes, man, it's gonna come. It's gonna come swift. It's gonna come hard.
Yep.
Okay. It says, "And accomplish mine anger upon thee."
See that the Lord's gonna accomplish His anger upon the so-called white man and these other nations. All right, and He's using us to accomplish His anger by what? Pushing out this word. That's right. Pushing out His fury through the scriptures on the highways and byways, and doing these live streams, cussing this devil out to his face and telling him that he's a demon, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna take him down for putting his hands on the Lord's men. All right,
and that's right, man. Because when you speak, your sound is a wave. When we push out that wave, the wave that we're pushing out, this is a new wave, and it's the right wave. You know what I'm saying? It's the living wave. It's the wave of life. What we're pushing out, and we're pushing against the wickedness, death. You know, homosexuality is a satanic, wicked, but also it promotes death. Lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that promotes death. There's no life from that. You can't procreate if you're, you know. So everything that we're doing is just like how they push everything on the left hand side. We're the men on the right hand side. Okay.
That's combating that evil energy with positive energy. Through what? Like the brother said, through our breath. Which breath is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Most High.
The word.
Yeah, the word.
It says, "And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations."
See that the Lord said He's gonna recompense thee, pay you back, you know, because you could get Isaiah 47th chapter, because everything that this place pushed out was witchcraft, you know, to abduct the mentality of the people of this world to being subjugated onto this place. The monetary system is nothing but witchcraft. It doesn't even have no pure substance back behind it. It's shredded up money. Basically, I mean, it's shredded up trees that's going through a processor and stamped and inked and certified and given to you like it holds some value, man. But it doesn't mean anything. We coming off of the pure substance of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is what matters, man. The words in the book of life. This is our money, and this is the true spirit. So everything that this so-called white man is setting up is going to fade out, and it's time, and the thing that's going to stand strong is the natural, pure spirit of the Most High. See, the white man is artificial. He lives off of an artificial lifestyle, and he makes everybody else around him live off this artificial intelligence, man. But we're living off of a natural lifestyle. You know, me and this brother was also talking about the movie Avatar, which it was that artificial lifestyle trying to come in and destroy the natural spirit, spirit of things. Okay. But guess what? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, it's not going to work. You know, this positive energy, positivity always prevails, man.
Kind. And what's going to bring you and bring you to that point of belief, man, is faith.
Yep.
To have full faith that you're going to be okay. Because back to that movie again, man, even though Esau came with all his machines and they did break down the tree that they were, you know, giving reference to and praying to, they moved, you know, and they still prayed, and they conquered, you know, their enemy. The Most High is gonna, this time around, the Most High is gonna redeem us, man. We're not gonna go back when the missiles hit, and Russia, China is not taking over, man. It's our turn. You know, that's what's coming. You want me to start at 3?
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 47:3. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered."
So-called white man, his nakedness being uncovered. All these different politicians and leaders, it's a known fact that they have with these little underground societies, you know, doing all kind of wickedness and debauchery. Over there in California, you have what is known as, I forget the name of it, the Bohemian Grove. You know, which the, you know, that's a classic thing, but that's something that goes on all the time, man.
Yeah.
Where they worship that large owl, and they have all kind of wickedness. What you gonna say?
Molech.
Yeah, Molech. Yep. And they do all kind of wickedness and homosexuality. These politicians and leaders of this society. Now, a leader of the society in the scriptures in the ancient world was supposed to be without spot and blame. The priesthood and the kings, you know, was supposed to be pure in the eyes of the people and on the eyes of the Most High. But these people are wicked because they're witches, man. They're witches, they're warlocks, they're unclean spirits that are ruling. But the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shah, is going to take them down through the same power that they think that they're gonna rise, man. Because the Most High controls both polars, man, the good and the evil. You know? Keep going.
It says, "Thy shame shall be seen."
Yep. And the white man's shame is being seen. We see it as clear as day. You know? And it's a lot of other people that sees it as clear as day. That Donald Trump, the leaders of the society, nobody has faith in them. Really, the common white man doesn't even have faith in this system. Hey, scripture says, Satan is divided against himself, his kingdom shall not stand. Keep going.
It says, "I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man."
The Lord said he's not going to meet the so-called white man as a man. He's going to come in his angelic forces, just like they show these different movies like Transformers and different things of that nature.
Matrix.
Yep, Matrix. These different beings coming to save the world.
Independence Day.
Yep. Those, you know, extraterrestrial forces that's coming down to save the planet. So that's basically what we're doing in spirit. You know?
And those, you know, Esau always try to depict it in those movies that he overcomes the extraterrestrial or the more powerful force. But in reality, man, that's not possible, man. You can't have a more advanced. It's like the Predator, you know. He ended up killing him, but really, if you're the Predator, you're invisible. Your weaponry is more advanced. You have better intelligence. You know you have a vantage point. You're looking down on them. There's no way for them to overcome the Most High.
Point of view.
Yeah. So that's the Hollywood part of it. But if you look at it from spiritual eyes, you know, when the Most High comes back, man, it's gonna be quick and fast.
Easy too. Keep going.
4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name.
And our Redeemer, the one who's gonna buy us back. Like it tells you in Deuteronomy 28, no man shall buy you, but our Redeemer, he's gonna be the one that's buy us back. And read that part over.
As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts.
Who's the Lord of hosts? Yahweh Shah. The Lord of armies. And you're going to see it firsthand when the Lord comes back with that big brigade of angels, man.
Okay. It said the Lord is a man of war. So he's not coming. A man of war is not discussing, like the perception that people have of the Most High coming back is some long line and you going up to be judged, and the Lord say, okay, well, you go over here, you got this. It's going to be no talking, absolutely none. A general gives orders and his men carry them out, and that's it. And the orders that's coming to America is total nuclear destruction.
That's right.
Okay, and spare none. Okay. It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
See that, the Holy One of Israel. So who is the Most High going to deliver? Israel. And he's going to defend his people. He's going to defend us from the hand of the ones that afflicted us, that poisoned our water, that poisoned our food supply, that destroyed all of our resources, destroyed our mind, destroyed our culture, our nationality, and made us live in this corrupt system, man. This polluted place. You got some more on that?
Yeah, it's going in. Hold on, it's a lot.
You get Micah 2:10 also. Because this place doesn't have it doesn't have that much longer, man.
Yeah, kind of.
You look at these different cities, it's droughts, it's not, the resources is drying up, the water supply is already contaminated.
Yeah, the infrastructure is finished.
Infrastructure is decayed. The moral system is horrible, man. There is no moral system. Nobody's in subjugation at this point.
Yeah.
Hell, these other nations can't even have their women in subjugation, man.
Yeah, because Esau goes over there and he always brings back one bitch and puts on like a public network or like a major network select like CNN or some big show with a hijab on, talking shit about her men back in the Middle East, like, oh yeah, they're doing this, they're doing that. All they're trying to do is completely create confusion. And how Esau does that, he destroys the family. That's one of the main strategies that he uses, because once you mess up a family, man, it's pretty much a wrap from there. It's pretty much done.
You destroy your economy through the family.
Yeah, because the man is the head, and he being the head of the government, he's supposed to be able to make decisions in terms of financial and all that, man. With women are emotional, so if you give them the power to make decisions with money, man, they're just going to bring it right back to Esau's hands, which is what he wants. They're just going to go spend it. They're going to do whatever the hell they want to do, man. So once you create disorder within the family, and then with the infrastructure, we're in June now. Just in the year 2017, from January to June, there's been like major shit happening in Atlanta. Bridges falling down, blowing up, sinkholes. Different parts of the cities, the streets are just fucking collapsing.
Oh, just the other day, England, there was a big building on fire.
Yeah, so all these things are signs of we're at the end, man. Then we just had the fuckboy NBA finals just got done, and you could just see, man, you could just look and you could tell they ain't nothing real here anymore, man.
Nobody enjoys nothing.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, my mom on the court. It's a whole bunch of woman worshiping, homosexuality, and complete just fuck shit, man.
Yeah. Utter nonsense.
Yeah. It's verse 5. It says, "Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms."
See that? No more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Because this kingdom is getting looked down upon. Before, it was looked up upon, for a strong military, its greatness, and that's why it had a level of pomp. But everything that this white man stood for it's been revealed to his shame. How did he get this kingdom? He didn't get it rightfully so. He got it from rape, robbery, and stealing. That's a known fact, documented fact. You can look it up. Look up the history of American history yourself. So this place is getting revealed. Keep going.
Oh,
you go ahead. Nah, they go on that.
Yeah, I was dropping that. I was gonna go to Micah. So I started Micah. Let's go Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Yeah, see that? That's why this white man, he doesn't supposed to be in power, man.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves to be a slave. His only job is to be in subjection unto the next. Because, prime example, when this white man is free roaming, he just fucks up the whole world, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sin lieth at the door everywhere this man goes, man.
Okay.
You know? That's why I say he was a murderer from the beginning.
Okay.
He just destroys it. He doesn't even have to kill you to destroy you, man. He destroys these people mentally, socially, you know, emotionally.
Yeah.
So this place is done, man. But all because of this white man. Keep going.
And they covet fields,
Yep.
and take them by violence.
Yep. And they covet fields. They want this land. They want that land. They need the gold over here. They want the oil over there in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want the resources over there in Iraq, Iran.
Uranium.
Yep, the uranium, the poppy fields.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they that's why they say they have more than hearts could wish, because this white man just steals and keeps stealing. The troops never go home, man.
Okay.
The military is always out raiding, killing the civilians, and bringing them resources back home, man.
Of course.
And that's why this place has so many drugs and prisons, man. Because what they doing, they taking all them drugs and all them resources and all them chemicals and pushing it and doping up the people here. And what do people do? Bug out. They now need all kind of drugs and prescriptions.
Yeah.
To keep sane.
Yeah, they're under the spell of their master.
They're under the spell of this system, man.
It's a witchcraft, man.
And then the men lash out and what? Fill up the prisons, man. America has the most prisons than any other country, and they sell more drugs than any other country. Because this is a drugged up, bugged out society.
Okay.
Keep going.
And houses, and take them away.
And the so-called white man is the reason behind everything. Is it the black man that has a poppy fields and importing and shipping out these different drugs? No. Is it the Issacharites, the Mexicans, that are the main spearhead over these cartels? No. It's the so-called white man. He's the one that's shipping and moving. You know, doing all this moving and shaking in these different places, getting these drugs to these different places, because he's the master, the mistress of witchcraft. That's why this place is known as that. He's the one that's pushing these drugs and distributing them place to place, distributing wickedness everywhere, man.
Yeah, the white man, he monitors everything. There's no way that you can go do the things that he does without him having a hand in it, man. He's in control. So that's when people always be like, oh, y'all always talking about the white man. I mean, he's the king adversary, man. If in case you didn't notice, we're not blaming everything on the white man because, you know, he's the white man and we were just saying that. We're saying that because if you look, you can see it's a fact. This is what he does. Who controls the seas? Who got the biggest navy? Esau. They got big warships. They got submarines underneath monitoring, and they have satellites up there looking down. They got planes watching the skies. There's no way you can traffic drugs without him knowing that you're doing it. Everything that happens here is happened by design. It's set up, but it's the Most High's program.
Yep.
So what are you guys, you know, talking about, man? This is evident that the white man's the devil.
Yep, they do they drug trafficking, sex trafficking, gun trafficking,
children.
Yep, children trafficking.
You know, they're heavy into that.
All these major hubs. They say Atlanta is a major hub of children trafficking.
Yeah.
You know, sex trafficking also. You know, these different people in these different countries get imported here. Slavery's still going on. There's a lot of people in slavery. Yeah. Underground black markets.
Yeah, there's a lot of people still in hardcore slavery. And you, Jake, are still in slavery too. You know, you still slave. You got to wake up, go to work. Okay, you got to take lunch at a certain time. If you look at the way they set up schools, like universities or high schools and prisons, and your job, it's all the same pattern. You all go to work, go to school around the same time. You all take breaks at the same time. Okay, you all have a certain time before you get off.
The structure of prison looks exactly like
the structure of school.
Yeah, it's the different numbers, the numerical code on the certain doors. It's basically caged up. caged up in basketball courts, little small areas of exercise.
Yeah, it's all training you, man.
No type of wildlife around you, just a dead system and different individuals.
Yeah.
Bugged out.
Yeah, the bell goes off, that's recess. The same thing in prison, man.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Y'all are completely under the spell of Esau, man. Thinking y'all doing something out here. Okay, it says, and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
See that? So everything is oppressed, man. Because this white man will come in your spot and oppress you. Look at these different people in their houses. They oppressed in their own house. Here it is, certain men, they paying for $100,000 crib, and they got a woman that'll cuss them out and give them hell in their own house. They can't even subjugate a woman in their own house, because what do? Call the police. A lot of celebrities, they get the police called on them by their woman, they're gonna be all over national TV and be basically degraded and looked at like a piece of crap. But that's the so-called white man. He oppresses us on every level. He is the reason to blame for everything, because we don't hold the policies. We didn't write the Constitution and these different amendments and laws. We didn't pass these executive orders. We're not over the judicial system or these different political leaderships. We're not over this government. This government was created from us being in subjugation, and it's still afloat due to us being in subjugation unto it.
Okay.
And poor and basically broken up and disenfranchised off of this society.
Okay. And spiritually, we're building our government right now, and Esau is not a part of it.
That's right.
So it's going to be the same thing in the kingdom of heaven. When he comes in there, he's going to be our slaves. Just like how when we came in here, we came in as slave. We didn't have no say, like the brother just said. We made no policies, man. Niggas were being beat down, raped, killed, murdered, lynched, okay, and taught what to do. Okay. In the meantime, they were in their big houses, making decisions, man, determining policies and how things are going to run, who's going to get what. They were doing all that, man. In the meantime, we were in the barn. So it's the same thing is going to come to them, man. And I don't have much memory on the phone, so I'm just going to pull one more scripture and then we close it out. This is Mark 13:20. It says, and except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he had chosen, he had shortened the days.
Yeah, see, the days is going to be shortened, man. Because if this place goes on, man, no flesh should be saved. Esau has a document like that recently. I forget the man who said it, but basically he was saying that in the near future, all spirits has to get transferred into basically robotic bodies because of the pollution, man.
Yeah, man. Esau be spraying mad chemtrails out there, man. And then on top of that, man, the amount of automobiles that are out here, there's a lot of pollution being pushed in out there, man. Yeah. So soon, between all of the pollution, the GMO foods, the inability to get proper sleep from overworking, okay, dealing with all the different stresses of just everyday life, Jake already dropping dead, but it's gonna start really getting worse, man. So the Most High has to speed it up, else and who's he doing that for? For his elect's sake, man. Not just Israel, but the elect of Israel.
That's right.
Okay, so with that, unless you got something else,
that's good.
We could just wrap it up there, man. Just want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and just say, brothers, keep pushing it. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.